Hello everybody, hello grade 2A. Today I'm going to continue chapter 5. I will start with lesson 3. Changes on earth. Changes on earth. The vocabulary words that I'm going to cover throughout this lesson are earthquake, volcano, flood, landslide. So, earthquake, volcano, flood, and landslide. I will start with earthquake. What is an earthquake? How does earthquake change quickly? Now, some changes on earth happen quickly. Some changes on earth happen quickly. Fast changes on earth can happen when earth crust moves. Some changes on earth happen when the earth crust moves. I have discussed what is an earth crust before. An earth crust is the outer layer of earth. When a certain move happens in the earth crust, earthquake will happen. So what is an earthquake again? An earthquake is a fast change on earth. It's a fast change on earth. It happens when earth crust moves. It happens when earth crust moves. Earthquake happens when earth crust moves or shakes. It causes damage and change the shape of the earth. So it causes damage and changes the shape of the earth. Let's look at this example. This is an earthquake. As you can see, it causes damage and it causes change, okay? Change of the shape of the earth or the land on this earth. Okay, as you can see here, this is an earthquake. It caused damage and it changed the shape of the land on earth. Okay, so to sum up, an earthquake, it causes damage and it changes the shape of the land on earth, as you can see here, up. Now, let's move to the damage. This is the damage that an earthquake causes. It destroys houses, it destroys shelters. So earthquake can destroy houses or destroys shelters where living things live. Now I will move to a volcano. What is a volcano? Volcano is an opening, okay, in Earth's crust. It's an opening in Earth's crust. What is a volcano? It's an opening in Earth's crust. A volcano can erupt and a very hot, thick liquid will come of the opening. So a volcano can erupt and a very hot liquid can come up of the opening. This is a volcano. This is the opening of the volcano. This is the eruption. Look what comes out of the volcano. It's a very hot liquid that comes up of the opening. So it's an opening in the Earth's crust. It's an opening in the Earth's what? Crust. Okay? So when the opening happens, a hot liquid comes out. A very hot liquid comes out. The liquid cools down after into solid rocks. Okay? So I will repeat to sum up. This is a volcano. How does a volcano happen? It's an opening in the Earth's crust. A volcano can erupt. It means a very hot liquid comes out of the volcano. And this hot liquid, when it comes out of the opening, after time, it cools down and change into rocks. And change into what? Into rocks. So this hot liquid, it will cool down after and change into rock. Let's move to these rocks. You see, when the hot liquid, that comes out of the volcano cools down, it changes into rocks. Okay, so this is the hot liquid that cooled down and changed into rocks. Now, what about floods? Okay, what is a flood? A flood can happen when a lot of rain falls, quickly, and the rain cannot soak into the ground. I will repeat, what is a flood? If it rains heavily, or when it rains heavily, the rain falls on the ground, and when it does not soak into the soil, it means when the soil does not absorb the water, the flood takes place. Okay? As you can see here, this is a flood, and it causes damage, and it destroys also shelters, houses, and everything in land. Okay, as you can see here, these people, they are moving in water because the ground didn't soak the water. Floods cause the damage of the habitats where human, animals, and plants live. So floods cause damage of the habitat where animals, humans, and plants live. Now, what about landslide? What is a landslide? It happens when rocks and soil slide from higher to lower. Okay? So, a landslide is when rocks and soil slide from higher to lower. The rocks on the top of a mountain, for example, or the soil, it's what happens to it? It slides, they slide from higher to lower. Okay? Rain or snow can cause landslide. So when the rain or when the snow melts, they can cause landslide. Look at this example. This is a landslide. Here, the soil and the rocks, they slide or moved from higher to lower. They moved from higher to lower, as you can see here in the picture. I will review what we have explained about the changes on Earth. We will start with earthquake. I will show you a picture again. Earthquake, it happens when Earth crust shakes. It happens when Earth crust shakes or move. It causes damage, a lot of damage, and change of the shape of the land. Okay, this is the earthquake. It causes damage on land. Now the other one is volcano. A volcano, it is an opening in the earth crust. It's an opening in the earth crust. What comes out of the opening? A very hot liquid. This hot liquid, after it cools down and become rocks. This is the rocks. Now, what about flood? When it rains heavily, the ground does not soak the water, flood happens. So, when a lot of rain falls heavily and quickly, and the rain cannot soak into the ground, it causes flood. As you can see here, it causes a lot of damage in the habitat. Landslide, when rocks and soil slide from higher to lower. Slide from higher to lower. They move down from higher to lower, as you can see here in the picture. Now, let's move to the PowerPoint to review the vocabulary words. Okay. Now, What is an opening in the earth mantle and crust? What is an opening in the earth crust? It is what? A volcano. It is a volcano. طيب. It happens when the rocks and soil slide from higher to lower. Landslide. Landslide. Now, it happens when earth crust shakes. Earthquake. Earthquake. It happens when a lot of rain falls quickly. It is a what? Flood. Flood. Now, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I will see you the coming week with lots of information and concepts about this lesson. Thank you so much.